And it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's McGowan. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. Off and running. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you had all day to stew on it, get excited, and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job.
Snags it down the right side. Off and running. Wide open space. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the right.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. But boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Reads it, fires complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. field. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he hauls it in at the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Punt is in the air. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Wants to fire on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Jacobs. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Moving away from pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Bennett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Gonna swing it on second down. Bring in the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
and I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
They'll move the tight end. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Harbor. There he goes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kentucky will be forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Quickly complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the tailback. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quick completion on the out. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Going for the big play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got him. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking left. He's got it. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to pass, it's Sellers. It's complete to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
So now it's second and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
It'll be third and long. Handoff from the gun. Oh, out of space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical.
He's loose. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
And the Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The lone back's got it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Lions, 28, Kentucky, 14.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gives it on the option. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch around the 50. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll set up to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. Pick off to stop the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The screen, and watch out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Works the middle of the field. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. It's complete.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. Thrust that arm out. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. They boot it away on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. end zone, nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll give it to the back. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This one's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw it again. The sure hands, it's long. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.